Hi, I just got this deck in the mail. It's the Tarot of Mystical Moments, and it's so pretty. I felt I just have to do an unboxing to show you the cards. So it's a deck by US Games System, and the creator is called Catrin Welz-Stein. And it's a tarot, traditional tarot deck built on the Rider-Waite-Smith deck or illustrations, but lots of creative freedom. And this card came with it, and it explains that she first created only female characters for the king cards, but then she added male cards as well. So it's an 83 card deck, so an extra emperor as well, and you can choose whether to use all cards or remove them. And she also has another deck called Oracle of the Mystical Moments, so you can combine these decks. So here's the booklet. It seems pretty straightforward. I read tarot. I've studied tarot, so I don't really use the booklets for tarot decks, but this seems great for beginners, with upright meaning, reversed meaning, and a little story here about the illustrations, and also an oracle or tarot card spread, and a bit about her, the creator. So it's a cute box as well. So let me show you the cards. Just opened it and I flipped through it once, but not shuffled, so you get them in order. Okay. As you can see, it's pretty like far from the Rider-Waite-Smith deck in a sense, but still you can sense that's where she has her inspiration. And it's like a collage with from older paintings, like it's giving like 16th, 1700s, maybe 18th century as well. So here you have the male emperor and the female emperor. So some of it is like a bit surrealistic, bizarre illustrations. This chariot is not moving fast. So as you can see, it's very glossy, so I'm just trying to make sure it doesn't, you won't see the ring light too much, but it's a glossy deck, but it feels sturdy. And I like this card. Oops, there were two cards here. Oh, and death. Temperance. This gives like Marie Antoinette type of vibes, right? And this too, or like a Renaissance painting. Okay, so this is the first suit then with the wands. So you see it's not really wands depicted, but things that represent the suit of wands. So here's a male character. Otherwise it's just ladies. This is a cool depiction of 10 of Wands. Usually he's carrying 10 sticks on his back. So the Page, the Knight, and then Queen. So there's not that much diversity in terms of at least skin color, but here's a beautiful one. And you have the male king then and the female king of wands. Cups. Well, there's a literal cup here. This is the one from the cover. Oh, like 20s flappers. So as you can see, you recognize the type of feeling from the Rider-Waite-Smith. Like 5 of Cups is like the crying over spilt milk type of card, and you get that feeling here too, even though it's quite far from the actual illustration. And this is beautiful. This is a cool 9 of Cups. She's standing there in her full, like an accomplished lady. As you can see, the Knight is female as well. In some modern decks it's like the Page is female and then the Knight is male and then the Queen and the King. She's done it differently, so you have the male and the female King of Cups. And the Swords. Page, Knight, Queen, and King and King. And Pentacles. And here again you can really feel like the Rider-Waite-Smith type of feel, even though it's very different. Pentacles. This is giving like almost like Frida Kahlo type of vibes. Page, Knight, Queen, and then we have the 2 kings, and that's it. So you can see it's a silver, there's a silver lining basically, and the back of the deck looks like this, and you can see it, I'm not sure you can see it, but it says 2020 US Games here. I'm thinking they could have done something more spectacular the back of the cards, because the cards themselves are so like intense, but maybe they were happy that way. So that was that. and the little booklet. Maybe I should show you how it shuffles as well. And remember, now it's with a full extra card, so it's an 83 card deck. So this, should mention that as well, the format is more of an oracle deck rather than a tarot is like narrower. It's a nice way to shuffle it like this. And let's see here. Yeah, it works. So they're glossy and like flexible, but they don't feel like too flimsy, if that makes sense. So I'm happy with the card like quality. Okay, so let me know what you think of this deck. I'll definitely use it in readings. I think it's beautiful. I actually saw it in another YouTube reader's videos and I was like, wow, I need that deck. So hopefully, like sometimes when you get, sorry, when you purchase a deck that you feel a strong like calling for, and then it doesn't work out as well when you read with it, but I'm hoping I'll have a good connection with this deck. Okay, so that was that for this flip through. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye bye.